We are visiting 5 major retailers that are closing locations in 2023. I mean, it adds up into the hundreds of locations across the United States. We're going to stop by and see if we can see any indication as to why this is going on and what's happening to these major retailers. Here we go. So we're out today. We're going to visit 5 different retail locations, and the ones we've selected are retail locations that have selected the most stores to close nationwide. So we thought, let's just go out and visit these places and see if we can find any indication as to why they're shutting down. Now you might say to yourself, so you're just visiting one store, so how is that an indicator? Well, we're not going out to get a sampling of 10 to 20 stores, but we thought, let's visit the local one and see if we can come up with an idea, any indicators as to why the chain is failing, or at least a part of the chain is failing. First location we're going to visit is Bed Bath & Beyond, and they're set to close 150 locations in 2023. And the retail center that we're pulling up to is Crestview Hills in Crestview, Kentucky. This is a busy retail center, and as we pan around and take a look at the side of the building, it's relatively new. Again, a busy location. Coming in from the side here, it looks good. Things look clean. And we're going to pass this up and we're going to take a little tour around. And what we're going to look for is to see just how busy the place is. We're also going to take a look at the various locations around the Bed Bath & Beyond. And we're going to look to see how many spots they have, how many locations here have gone unleased. They're vacant. We're here on a Friday, almost noontime. And actually you can see the parking lot is fairly full. No vacant spots so far. I will say a lot of interesting stores. And in this section here, I would say the parking is extremely limited. We're just going down the road here and see very few parking spaces available in this middle section of the strip. And after we hit this stop sign coming up to Bed Bath & Beyond, it widens and there's more parking available in that area. But we just passed many stores that had extremely limited parking. Bed Bath & Beyond is on the corner, and I'll swing out here so we can get a better look at it. And there's the front of the store. Looks very clean, inviting. All right, heading into the entrance here at Bed Bath & Beyond. Try not to get hit by a car. Clean, inviting entrance. The inventory looks great in here. The store's very clean. The inventory looks very fresh. Looks wonderful in here. Shelves are stocked. Looks like new product, up-to-date product. Okay, so we finished up our experience at Bed Bath & Beyond, and I can tell you it was great. No indications of any problems. While we were in there, we were asked very politely if we needed any help. We went ahead and did a checkout and did not film that because we didn't want to put the cashier on the spot, but it was an extremely friendly checkout experience. Good conversation, good price on the product that was purchased. So no indications on site as to why locations are being closed across the United States. So more than likely, online competition would be the obvious choice here. They're probably getting beat up with Amazon.com, I would say. So good experience at Bed Bath & Beyond. Let's go to the next one. All right, the next retailer that we're going to visit is DSW Shoes, and actually, ironically, right next door to Bed Bath & Beyond. So it's in the same retail center. All the different notes and comments pertain to this location as it did the last location. Okay, we're going to enter DSW Shoes. Again, from the outside, looks very clean, very inviting. It's a big store from the outside for a shoe store. You usually see those in smaller locations. All right, so we got back into a corner here, and just looking around at DSW Shoes, all their inventory is out on the floor, and seems to be well stocked. I think it's a good amount of inventory. Seems to be fresh. The store could use a little work on the inside. The outside walls need a bit of attention. We were greeted when we came in the store. That was really nice, and they seem to have a lot of staff walking around helping people, so that's good. It looks good. All right, just finished up our trip inside DSW Shoes. Inventory was pretty good. I could not find a size I wanted, but you know, you don't know whether or not that's an indicator. Seemed to have enough staff on the inside. I can tell you though that one indicator that I think was prevalent was the amount of sales they had going on. Going into the store, I noticed 30% off everything, and then I saw a clearance sign as well. Not to say that everybody that has sales or clearance items is going out of business by any means, but that is an indicator when they are slashing prices to try to get sales up. So overall, it was good, but like I said, did see indicators on the inside. The walls needed attention. The graphics were horrible. I don't know how it's going to show up on the video itself, but when you're in the store looking at the graphics on the wall, you can't differentiate the words from the wall because the colors almost match. So they were ineffective. This is very important. If you're struggling with your business right now, if you're concerned about the recession that's coming up or what's going to happen this year, because there are a lot of question marks, I have a free masterclass for you to check out. Go to americanbusinessheroes.com/masterclass. It's entitled 3 Powerful Ways to Recession-Proof Your Business in Any Economic Environment. I'm pulling from my knowledge of 35 years of being an entrepreneur, going through major business cycles and surviving each one of them and even thriving. The link is below. Don't miss it. It's free, and invite your friends. Again, americanbusinessheroes.com/masterclass. Thanks. All right, the next location we're coming up to is JCPenney. And this is a mall location like nearly all their locations are. And we're at the Florence Mall in Florence, Kentucky. We're taking a look at JCPenney from the outside, but we're going to go in the main entrance to the mall and walk up to it. JCPenney at Florence Mall is a 2-story store, and we're coming around to the top entrance. Like I said, we're going to come in the main entrance to the mall, coming into the food court. And we'll take a look at the entire mall and see what it looks like today. All right, coming up on the Florence Mall main entrance, coming into the old food court. Let's see what this place looks like. Florence Mall was extremely popular back in the day when it first opened up and has gone through problems here recently. So we're here at 1 o'clock on an afternoon, Friday afternoon. Used to be slammed busy on Friday afternoons. And now one of the most successful malls from the past in the greater Cincinnati area. A lot of stores have closed, a lot of them moved on. And I come around to the entrance of JCPenney, which is where we're headed to. So typically when you see dying malls, what happens, you have the smaller stores that end up going first. They leave, they close up. The anchors stay. So the anchors are usually the last ones to go. Well, here's one anchor store that's long gone, of course, Sears and Roebuck. Closed down several years ago. And if you're in a mall that's on its way out, as stores close, what comes in are the mall walkers. The mall walkers are almost like those zombies. It's almost like the zombie apocalypse rolls in when malls start to close down. Okay, so we're headed into JCPenney. Take a look around. That's why we came here. I've been to JCPenney many times over the years, so I can give you a pretty good idea of what it looks like today compared to a decade or two ago. So coming in, it looks pretty good. Seems to have a decent amount of inventory. But just like the rest of the mall, not a lot of business. There's not a lot going on. Okay, we came downstairs and looking at this inventory, I just have to say this is not inventory or products that you would come to a JCPenney to purchase. It seems out of place to me. I think you're going to buy a lot of this stuff online. I know back in the old days they might sell something like this and it would be popular, but today there's just no way. No way. I'm looking at 25% off. Also looking at kitchenware, and then just a few steps later we see women's clothing. Just not arranged very well. I would even say put together in a happenstance format. So we're going in the kitchen now. We have bedding, mattresses. It just doesn't make any sense to me. So walking around, I can tell you that it's just randomness around here at JCPenney. We're standing next to some bedding and some pillows, and on the opposite side of where we are, you find mattresses for sale. Why are they not together? I don't get that. It's just so random. It's almost like they're trying everything they can possibly think of. I'm picturing a committee sitting around at JCPenney, and everybody has their own opinion, and somebody says, hey, let's put bedding here, let's put mattresses there, let's put clothing here, let's put women's clothing there. It's just so random. All right, so malls, for the most part, they just don't work any longer. It's something that's of the past, and retail has moved on from this for various reasons. So what do you do with the mall? I would say that the location that we're in right now is about 30% empty, 30 to 40% maybe. They're at the point where they're probably losing money. So it's not going to get any better from this point going forward unless there's a big cash infusion, lots of investors stepping in. So what the heck do you do with the mall? Well, it has to be redesigned because malls, again, for the most part, they don't work. So what do? I would reverse engineer this, and I would look at what brings people away from their homes. So what do people do when they leave their house for entertainment, to have something to go out and do? And whatever that is, if there's anything that you could remotely marry to a mall or redesign completely so you can have it as a part of the location, I think that's a good place to start. But you cannot revamp the mall. You can't just do more of the same. It's not going to work. So that's our trip to JCPenney. All right, we're headed to GNC next to take a look at this location. GNC, of course, sells supplements. People want to lose weight, gain muscle. And the location that we're going to is in Burlington, Kentucky. It's on a very busy road. And as we get closer to it, we will take a look at the location itself and see how modern it is. All right, headed to GNC, going past Kroger's. And it's located in a strip mall extension off of Kroger's building. Okay, we're sitting here in front of GNC. We're going to head in. Probably won't get any video on the inside since it's a small store, but we'll get some video walking up. Here we go. Located next to Great Clips and Palm Beach Tan. Not a bad location. Okay, we just came out of GNC. Overall, pretty good. You know, the GNC today, and maybe this is just this location, but it is about 25% of the size of the GNCs I've been in the past. So a lot smaller. Plenty of inventory. Shelves were stocked well. Everything was fronted and faced, very inviting. And we were asked as soon as we walked in if we needed any help. So that was good. Friendly staff. Yeah, everything was fine. One thing I'll say about GNC and the products that it sells, I think maybe one of the reasons that people just don't come in and pick it up physically, and probably the reason they're having some problems. Usually supplements, you want to do a ton of research. So you're on the internet, you're reading articles, you're seeing what other bodybuilders are saying about the products. So while you're on the internet, you might as well go ahead and buy it. So the only way I would see people coming to a physical store is if they're in a big hurry to get it and they don't want to wait a day or two for the shipping to come in. So they may jump in the car and run out and get it at the local store. But again, tons of research goes into anything that you're going to buy at GNC. You're just not going to walk in and grab something that you have no prior knowledge of. You know, you're online. And I think unfortunately for the physical locations, when you're online, they'll just go ahead and purchase it and have it shipped right to the house. Done deal. So that's GNC. All right, we're headed to CVS Pharmacy. We're still in Florence, Kentucky. It's a very popular, recently developed part of the area. And this is a new location as we're coming into the back side. So I don't expect to find any problems here. I'll say this location probably opened within the last year or two. Okay, I was corrected. This store's been here about 5 years. So maybe this is personal opinion, I don't know, but I think their graphics look dated to me. They look like way dated graphics. Inventory's fine. There's plenty of stuff everywhere. Again, it just looks like dated graphics. Yeah, it's a pharmacy, I know. All right, we finished our trip into CVS. I mean, it's okay. It's a pharmacy. It's CVS. But like I said, on the inside, the graphics are dated. Here's the killer. They're up against Walmart and Walgreens and Kroger and everybody else. But Walgreens, what they've started to do is bring Kroger grocery inside the Walgreens store. And what's happening is people are going to Walgreens to buy some of the products, grocery items and drinks and snacks and meats and things like that that are prepackaged that they can just walk in, grab very quickly, and check out and go without the hassles of going to a large Kroger store. So the reason that's so important for Walgreens is it brings foot traffic in. So if you're going in there to pick up some beer or a 2 liter of soft drink or whatever the case may be, you're going in there to get your snacks and your chips. Well, then you're also going to buy other items at Walgreens. It's all about foot traffic. So Walgreens really is the one, I think, in this category that's killing it, and it's having an effect on CVS. They're headed downhill.